Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. This has got to be Ron Swanson's least favorite episode because it reminds him of who works at the library. Freaking Tammy. Tammy working at the library. So, yeah, the library.
Ridiculously long and difficult, somewhat tedious and frustrating level in the first Halo game.
I remember that.
The introduction of the flood.
Yeah, that was...
Actually, I think the flood was introduced before the library, but the library was definitely the worst level involving...
Well, yeah, it's where you had to escape. It's because the way that you came in was completely just, like, gone. You couldn't go that way anymore, and you had to go all the way through the library to get out. And to me, that's the part where Halo really felt like a horror game in some ways. The old engines like that, you really didn't know what to make of them half the time. And they would it would be like action game or a horror game, but then it really transitioned into horror whenever the music came in, the enemies that would not friggin' die unless you shot them with a shotgun. All right, let's get into this. Here we go.
I know you can see underground, but don't ruin the surprise. Yeah.
Nice.
Come put an orchestra together.
That's awesome.
Orchestra, huh? Well, la-dee-da. This is great and all, but don't we have more important things to worry about? We should be making plans.
We did make plans. We're all picking mini vacations.
Even if you do master all of the elements, then what? It's not like we have a map of the Fire Nation. Should we just head west until we reach the Fire Lord's house? We need some intelligence if we're gonna win this war.
We'll finish our vacations and then we'll look for Sokka's intelligence. How about the Misty Palms Oasis? That sounds refreshing.
It's one of nature's wonders.
Oh, well, it was 100 years
Must
ago.
have changed ownership since I was here.
Crack. Not even once.
No
Fail.
worries. I clean up easy.
You're a living relic. Professor Zay, head of anthropology at Ba Sing Se University.
Do you have a more current map? Ours seems to be a little dated.
Certainly.
What, no Fire Nation? Doesn't anybody have a good map of that place?
You've made a lot of trips into the desert.
But I haven't managed to find the crown jewel, Wan Shi Tong's library. According to legend, it was built by the great knowledge spirit Wan Shi Tong with the help of his foxy knowledge seekers.
Oh, so this spirit has attractive assistants, huh?
I think he means they look like actual foxes, Sokka.
Wan Shi Tong and his knowledge seekers collected books from all over the world and put them on display for mankind to read.
A map, maybe?
I wouldn't know, but if such a thing exists, it's in Wan Shi Tong's library.
I'd like to spend my vacation at the library!
Pecking
I've made
order.
several trips into the Siwang Desert and almost died each time. I'm afraid that desert's impossible to cross.
About that.
Professor, would you like to see our sky bison?
Sandbenders! Shoo! Away from the bison! I only wish I spoke his tongue. Oh, the stories this beast could tell. Shush, chatty monkey.
Wow. There it is!
Toph.
That's what it will sound like when one of you spots it.
Down there! What's that?
The building in this drawing is enormous.
I think that was one of the knowledge seekers. Oh, we must be close to the library.
No, this is the library. Look,
The spire.
it's completely buried.
Time to start excavating.
Actually, that won't be necessary. The inside seems to be completely intact.
I say we climb up there and give it a look.
I say you guys go ahead without me.
You've got something against libraries?
I've held books before, and I gotta tell you, they don't exactly do it for me.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm not making you go underground ever again. You could stay out here with Toph. What's up?
Holy cow.
Hello,
Whoa,
Big Owl boy.
that's cool.
I know you're back there.
Ugh.
You should leave the way you came. Unless you want to become a stuffed head of anthropology. I am one Shitong, he who knows 10,000 things. And you are obviously humans. Which, by the way, are no longer permitted in my study. Humans only bother learning things to get the edge on other humans. Like that firebender who came to this place a few years ago, looking to destroy his enemy.
Zhao.
No destroying. We're not into that.
Then why have you come here?
Knowledge for knowledge's sake?
If you're going to lie to an all-knowing spirit being, you should at least put some effort into it.
We will not abuse the knowledge in your library, good spirit. You have my word.
Very well. I'll let you peruse my vast collection. To prove your worth as scholars, you have to contribute some worthwhile knowledge.
Please accept this tome as a donation to your library.
First edition. Very nice.
I have an authentic waterbending scroll.
Oh, these illustrations are quite stylish. Ha! I suppose that counts.
Is that his wanted poster?
Yes.
Great spirit. Ta-da!
You're
It's
gonna-
a special knot. That counts as knowledge.
You're not very bright, are you?
But the sand is so loose and shifty, it makes everything look fuzzy. Not that there's anything wrong with fuzzy.
Sokka.
The darkest day in Fire Nation history. It's got a date at the top, but it doesn't say anything else.
Dude. Pretty sure that owl's gonna kick your ass.
Where are you going?
I want to know what happened to the Fire Nation on their darkest day.
Firebenders.
They
Zhao.
destroyed everything having to do with the Fire Nation.
Damn.
That's so unfair!
Seems it's trying to assist you. This room is a true marvel.
Sokka, try entering that date from that parchment you took. Hey, wait. What happened to the sun?
An eclipse.
Great. You must have broken it.
It's not broken. The sun is behind the moon. It's a solar eclipse. It's literally the darkest day in Fire Nation history. Firebenders lose their bending during a solar eclipse. We'll wait for the next eclipse, then we'll invade the Fire Nation when they're totally helpless. The Fire Lord is going down.
And there is.
Mortals are so predictable.
I knew if they kept yelling about it, he was gonna
You
show up and hear
betrayed
him
my
eventually.
trust.
You saw what they did to your library. They're destructive and dangerous. We need this information.
Please, we're just desperate to protect the people we love.
And now, I am going to protect what I love. I'm taking my knowledge back. No one will ever abuse it again.
He's sinking the building. We've got to get out of here.
Whoa!
Yikes.
Library's sinking. Library's sinking!
Yeah, you're holding up a lot there, Toph.
Great knowledge spirit! I beg you, do not destroy your vast collection of priceless tomes!
If we leave this place, we'll never get the information. And come with me to the planetarium. I need cover.
What is it now?
Oh no.
We just need to check every day before Sozun's comet arrives. That's it! The solar eclipse! It's just a few months away.
Fly away, Momo. Or Appa, fly away.
No! Stop sinking! No! I'm sorry, Appa.
Okay, so I'm assuming the next episode is the one I actually saw back when the show was airing then.
At least I'll have one specimen to add to my collection. Your water venting won't do you much good here. I've studied northern water style, southern water style, even foggy swamp style.
That's called Sokka style.
I'm not leaving. I can't. I've spent too long trying to find this place.
Oh, you're gonna get to spend like probably 5 minutes in there before you drown in sand. So have a good one.
Where's Appa?
So I only ever saw one episode of this when it was airing, and I don't think I even watched the whole thing. But what I remember was Appa was
Missing.
captured
Yeah.
by some people, and I remember them breaking him out. And so
The next episode is the one you've seen.
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like unless they don't get him out for a couple episodes, but
I
so I was like, okay, I was wondering when that would happen, or if I just imagined that, or not.
So yeah, you saw one episode
That's like
right in
really
the middle.
all I remembered about the show.
You literally started right in the middle of the damn series.
Well, that's why I didn't watch. That's why I never watched any more of it, is because it was just in the middle and I had no idea what was going on, and so I just watched that and I was like, it seems like something I could have fun with someone, but I don't know what's going on, so I just changed the channel and watched something else.
Yeah. Now that you're into it, I mean, yeah.
'Cause I think like Dragon Ball Z was like playing on the other channel or something like that when I switched. 'Cause I was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, this looks way cooler.
That's typical.
I don't think it was around the same time, but I just like I don't know what's going on here, but there is Dragon Ball Z going on over here, so I'm just gonna watch that. I think by that point I kind of knew what was going on with Dragon Ball Z.
Fair enough. Well, there you go. I mean,
it's either that or it was just like Ed, Edd and Eddy or something on Cartoon Network, you know. So I was just more into Cartoon Network by the time this aired. So I think I usually checked when there wasn't much else on, but see what Nickelodeon was doing. But I usually didn't stay there for long.
yeah, I actually did that. I went back and forth between Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. As soon as Toonami came out, Cartoon Network pretty much almost all the time in the evenings, because it's kind of hard to get around that. But then
about the time that I got to the end of high school is when I just stopped watching TV. Like, got a hold of my own game consoles and could afford to buy my own games and play games all the time. So I was like, if I was on a TV, I was playing a game basically. So
that's fair. I've been there, and the.
So after that, I just only ever watched stuff when I specifically was wanting to watch something. Usually I would go to friends' houses and watch shows with them. So, like, I didn't watch a whole lot of TV between high school and, like, recently when the streaming services started up and stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, between high school and Netflix, there was, like, a big period of time where I just played video games.
Well, there you are.
But that's completely irrelevant, so I don't know why I'm...
It's not irrelevant, man. I mean, come on. You like, it's just how this flow of conversation goes. I mean, everyone has their interests and everything. Me, I didn't get into this show until until around the third season, and I pretty much did like a marathon on the whole thing on Nickelodeon. Thankfully,
and actually, I had watched like the first 3 episodes because I forgot there was a time when my ex actually had me start watching it, but we never got further than that. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah, everyone has moments. Moments like, I mean, I can't count how many anime series I've started and stopped because I'm just like, not interested. See you later.
I started series and stopped them just because I was watching them with people, and then those people just peaced out. So I was like, all right.
Guess I'm not doing that anymore.
Pick them back up, you know.
Well, it's just like you and Naruto.
Sometimes I did, and sometimes I didn't. So like Naruto, I picked back up finally.
But now that you're not hanging around Andrew
Avatar,
as much,
I did now that we're watching it. But like for example, been meaning for forever to actually watch Gravity Falls, and we just now watched like 2 episodes of it again. And then there's like other stuff too, like Supernatural. I only ever got like through, I think like 2/3 of the first season. Like I was interested enough to keep watching it, but just didn't get any further than that.
Well, whenever Jake comes back in, we'll have to give Gravity Falls more of a view because it's worth it, dude. It's honestly like one of the more fun series out there. I have it up there in with, I'm not gonna say with Avatar because Avatar holds a very special place in my heart, but it is a really good television series. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad this is officially the halfway point of Avatar. And to think where we've come from so far, we went from Zuko being an absolute, dingus, who was all about hunting the Avatar, to now being a very conflicted, very, very interesting character. And also, I loved Iroh the moment that he was introduced, but now I love him even more because he's becoming more of a father to Zuko than anyone else. And
so I see a pretty good meme. So it had like a book laying there, and it's like really thick, and it's like Avatar, and then it like had a book that was half the size, and it said Avatar if they just gave Momo a gun. And the first half was Momo killing the Fire Lord, and then there was like a third, and then the other 2/3 was time spent taking the gun away from Momo. And then I was like,
okay,
Momo with a gun.
Momo with a gun.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny.
No, it is pretty funny. That actually reminds me
I feel like there would be a lot of scenes with Momo just being like, Sokka's about to eat something, Momo would just be like, Whoa! He'd be like, God dang it, and just give it to Momo. It's like, and just runs away.
But that actually reminded me of an old comedy bit that I heard a long time ago by a comedian named Jerry Clower, who talked about there was a dude who came into town proclaiming he had the best raccoon hunting apparatus, and turns
It's
out
a monkey with a gun.
Yeah, he had a flashlight in one hand and a pistol in the other. Monkey would climb up in the tree, boogity, 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 and he'd shoot the raccoon. It'd fall out the tree. Guy'd just come up and put it in the bag. And then
he shot one of the dogs, didn't he?
That was the thing. He came up and the hound dog treed at one of the sweet gum trees. So the monkey climbs up, boogity, boogity, boogity. No raccoon. Down the monkey comes, puts the gun up to the dog's head and kills the dog. And
that's fucked up.
And then all of a sudden, the owner of the dog's like, "What the heck is wrong with you? That mangy thing has just killed my dog." Well, there's only one thing that thing hates more than a coon, and that's a lion coon dog. It's like, God dang it. Gosh. I haven't thought about that in years. Ever since my dad had like Jerry Clower's greatest hits.
That's like my
on
dad.
cassette.
That's my dad's jam.
Oh really?
Yeah, Jerry
you
Clower.
too, huh?
Oh yeah.
Gosh.
Yep.
He was like he was like the true blue collar comedians before they existed. Jeff Foxworthy, Larry the Cable Guy. Except Clower was as real as it came. I loved Jerry Clower.
There's also the dude me and you and Chow were talking about that one day that I think was probably a slight precursor to them. He does like the prank calls and stuff a lot.
Oh, Roy D. Mercer.
Yeah, Roy D. Mercer.
Oh,
and then there was another one too, the one that my mom actually always listened to, and he's the one that's like, it's me again, Margaret.
Ray Stevens.
Yeah, Ray Stevens. He was kind of like that too.
Hello, is this Margaret? I know it's you, Margaret. Are you naked?
Are you naked, Margaret?
Oh gosh, such a good and gosh, dude, so many things that make me laugh. I wonder if the Owl would accept Jerry Clower's like audio recordings into his library.
I mean, who knows?
And he would just be like.
I really like that owl, by the way.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty darn cool.
Like freaking cool voice, and I like owls in general. And then the fact that it turns into like an owl dragon, that was like my favorite episode so far, probably.
Yeah,
I just like that concept. He was super cool.
Everyone loves that design. Everyone.
He becomes like literally creepy when he starts trying to kill him. It's just like, oh, dude, it's kind of like a almost horrific like element to the end of that episode. It's very neat.
Well, yeah, he's
Trying to bury him in sand and kill him, and just crazy, man.
That's just nature of the beast, I guess. Well,
you get where he's coming from too, because he's like, humans just always want to use knowledge to one up each other and kill each other, and it's like, you know how many people think their war is just, and it's like, but if he just knew the situation, I think he probably would have been more likely to be like, all right, I understand.
I think
this dude's trying. I think if they hadn't lied to him and just tried to explain it to him, and be like, this guy's trying to kill everybody.
Yes.
Like, or at least enslave everybody. He's literally trying to take over the entire world.
And
we're just trying to stop him from doing that.
All we want is as much information as that can be offered on the Fire Nation. We are not going to destroy any of your works. We do not want to kill anybody. We just want to stop him. That's all.
Could have been like, I'm the Avatar. It's my job to maintain balance. This guy is the opposite of balance, and I'm just trying to maintain it. And I think he might have listened, but they kind of went the wrong route by just lying to him.
Oh, yeah, Sokka just putting his foot in his mouth. I mean, what do you expect?
Worst case scenario, he says fucking no, and then they have to just sneak back in, and same basic scenario plays out. But
yeah.
They could have at least tried just being like, look, man, this shit's bad, and we got to try to stop it.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Everybody's fucked, including probably you, because he'll probably come out here and find you, and then he'll just burn the rest of your library down, because they already burned part of your library down. You know, he's got a bunch of dudes that are going to do the exact same shit, but to the whole thing probably just because they're fucked.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, we're going to move on from here, ladies and gentlemen. This was Avatar, The Last Airbender, Season 2, Episode 10, The Library. We are halfway done on Avatar. Good Lord, what a journey it's been. So thank you all for tuning in. And if you want to see more, you know what to do. You hit that subscribe button, you ring that bell to stay notified. And I guess until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace out.